as it gets.
This is Nash Gruner, the son of Olivia Gruner, and you are listening to the UCW radio show, In Your Face.
The number you have reached, 911, has been changed to a non-published number.
You're listening to UCW Radio.
In Your Face.
Give it to me, baby.
All right, welcome to the UCW radio show. Glad to be back. We're coming back to you today with another great guest. Before we bring her on and before we make the introduction, I want to remind all our listeners out there to make sure to check out the UCW magazine and .com and UCWradio.com. We revamped the sites to make it easier to navigate, and we're able to profile our guests a little better, so you can have the links, information, pictures, their bios, so on and so forth, their social media, and that type of thing. So yeah, and we have a whole series of new guests coming on. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Excited about this new season. We're gonna kick it off with our first guest in a minute. What I want to say before we go into it, I want to let our listeners know, especially now that we're going into summertime, there's going to be a lot of grilling going on throughout the United States. I want you to take the opportunity to go to healthyirishman.com, and that is the website of celebrity chef Gavin Murphy. He has some great recipes. He's been featured in Muscle and Fitness, I don't know, like about a gazillion times already. And he's in there in the most recent editions. So you want to check that out and get some healthy grilling going on. I mean, he can create magic out of nothing. And you would think that it's not healthy, but it's beyond healthy because he doesn't eat any other way and his clients don't eat any other way. So, yeah, check it out, healthyirishman.com. And with that said, what I want to do, I want to introduce our guest. You know, she's from Argentina. She's, living in Miami. She's an actress and a model. And you know what? I'm going to let her go into everything, for you guys, cause I want you really to learn more about her journey to date. And maybe some of you will get inspired. So without further ado, let's bring on Deborah Funes and onto the show. Deborah, hi, how are you?
Hi, Louis, how are you?
Pretty good. Thank you for taking time to come on the show.
You are so welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
I had to invite you. You're reading your bio, forget about it. Without you, the show wouldn't be that exciting.
Thank you.
No problem. So, why, for the purpose of our listeners, why don't you, give us an idea of what you've done, of who you are, because I want them to get a little more familiar with you.
Okay. I'm gonna start for a short biography, so they can have an idea where I am coming from. I am coming from Argentina. I moved here 17 years ago, and I've been modeling since I moved to Miami. Just by a coincidence, the uncle of one of my best friends, he put me for lingerie model of his company. That was Italian company in Miami and all over the United States. So from there, a lot of scouts for different talent agencies, they asked me to go and put myself in the list. And honestly, I was not coming to Miami to become a model because I was just focusing to work in my career of advertising and marketing. So that was kind of inviting and a lot of sensation. And I started going out to castings, and I got a job for MTV. I got a lot of TV commercials, and I don't know, just little by little I was going higher and higher in the Latin and in the American modeling and acting. No, not too much acting, but more print, commercials, videos, music videos, stuff like that. Documentaries.
But you originally started in advertising, right? Which is interesting.
My origin what?
You originally started in advertising.
Well, no, I was modeling, but they asked me to do an advertising for MTV.
Okay.
My career was I am professional. I have a degree, a university degree of 5 years advertising. That's what I say.
Right. That's what I was talking about. That you initially wanted to get involved in advertising. That's what you were looking to do. But then modeling, you were doing modeling for a while, for here and there. But then an opportunity came up for you to go a little further.
Yeah, but I was starting to be behind the camera, not in front of the camera.
Okay.
But deep in my heart, I wanted to be an actress for movies. Means a movie star, but not for the fame. Just in my heart, I was feeling the cinematography. Mm-hmm. When you feel something deep in your heart, you cannot change it, and you cannot replace with anything. I was trying to replace it because my family, they were very focused in me to make money and work behind the cameras and doing something that is more normal. No cinematography. That sometimes you have a job and sometimes you don't have, or an artist or anything about art. Mm-hmm. They didn't let me to be an artist. So when I got the opportunity to be in modeling and acting, I really took it because I was doing a little bit in Argentina, and in Miami was much better for me. They opened the doors more than in Argentina for me.
And you worked with some big brands when you were modeling, right?
Excuse me?
You worked with some big companies, some big brands, some big advertisers.
Well, in Argentina, I was working like a promotional model for Benetton, mm-hmm. for Coca-Cola, and for a lot of big brands, but was not what I was looking. No, was not what I had in my heart. In my heart, I had cinematography, not even soap operas or theater or.
You didn't want to be a promotional girl. You don't want to be the promotional model to give stuff out.
No, I was doing that. I was in the car shows. I've been a performer in the
That's exactly
shows.
what I was thinking about. I'm looking at you. I'm picturing you with the car pointing to it, say, "Here we go."
Trust me, I did everything from promotion to be in front of the stands to be performer to be a singer, modeling the runway, swimwear. I did everything in the entertainment industry. Absolutely everything. Just like I'm saying, cinematography is in my heart, and now I am in the movies, and that's what I wanted since the day that I born. Okay. Probably.
All right, so what we're going to do, see, I know what you're doing now, and we're going to get into that during the second half of the show, but what I want to do for the purpose of our listeners, I want them to learn about the journey, because that's what we do here. We talk about the journey. It's not just about what you're doing now. It's how you got there, because it wasn't something that you woke up one day and you had a film career. You woke up one day, you were doing music videos, or you were doing whatever it is that's going on. You were making movies. This was a process. It took you time, even though you knew what your dreams were and what you wanted to do. It was a process to get there. And it wasn't easy.
Well, first of all, I was lead actress for little plays in the school. Since I was 6 years old, always they put me in front of hundreds of people like the lead actress. And in that moment, I learned how to lose the shy in front of big crowds. Mm-hmm. And I learned how to perform as an actress in the stage since I was 6 years old. And so I was probably 12. And then, all the process, modeling, promotional, music videos, performer, moved to Miami, lingerie, MTV commercial. That was my first experience in real acting, a commercial for MTV. That was the first one, but it wasn't in Spanish.
Right.
But in Miami. Then a producer for the Latin market, he represented me and managed my career for 1 year or two. He put me all over the Latin channels, and I did some sketch, all in Spanish and TV commercials. And then I had the invitation to do a pilot TV series with the Baywatch producers.
Okay.
So we went to Puerto Rico for 1 week, and I had to speak in English. My English was really bad, and my acting was mediocre because my English was not good. So to think in English, act in English was very hard for me. And these producers, that they are the original Baywatch producers, they told me, you gotta take acting classes and English classes, and you gotta start with the American market. And I say, do you think they're gonna give me any attention? I ask them, and they say, yes, of course. I say, and I ask them, why? I don't have the big boobs like Pamela Anderson. And they say, yep, but don't ever put big boobs like her, because you're gonna ruin the possibility to be a good actress. You're just gonna end up being a bombshell. And okay, I took the advice, and immediately I've been taking acting classes, and immediately one of the producers in the horror film industry, two of them actually, they offered me a role in the feature film because they saw my pictures in my modeling website, and they really liked the look.
Oh, they were looking. They were like, "Oh, how you doing?"
I was just scared because I never been at that point. It was like 2007, between 2005 2007. I never been traveling to do a feature film with American horror filmmaker. I was scared. So when one of them told me that in the movie was a porno star, that I had to do some nudity, I completely say no.
A porno
and
star? What's going on with this career now?
Well, sometimes they put in the horror film, sometimes they put a porno star, and they ask the porno star to be naked, and they ask me to be nude, and I say, no, I don't want that. So I completely delete that possibility.
Okay.
But the other didn't ask me to be naked. That's probably a quarter of a second of topless.
See, but you know,
so I say, okay.
But you know, the thing is, Deborah, is that you with that film, a lot of actresses would have just said yes, but you were thinking about your image, and you were thinking about the future for you.
Yeah, I reject a lot of nudity for so many years. For 10 years, I've been saying no. Until Joe Holo, he offered me a role in a feature film called Disciples that was shot in Los Angeles in 2012. And he put big actors in the horror film industry. And the location was so amazing, and the project, and, Hollywood.
Right.
I was like, okay, if I don't have any other chance, I gonna take it, because it's a possibility to be with big actors, and I never been shooting in Hollywood, so I took it, and the movie just came out like 1 month ago or 3 weeks ago, and they show the topless scene with me and Deborah Lamb, that is an actress, well known in the horror film industry, and looks pretty nice. I mean, it's very artistic, it's beautiful, and it's outside a castle, and honestly, I don't regret, because it was the only chance that I had to be with these actors.
Right.
But after 2012, I got the opportunity to perform like lead actress in a TV series called Wisp.
Okay.
And it's a thriller crime scene that is all over the world by the Roku channel.
Okay.
And was shot in Pennsylvania. Ooh. Then I did a lead role in a feature film called Jebediah's Act that was shot in Dallas. And then I did another feature film called You Found Me. Let me check, I don't know what else I did, but honestly, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get what you gotta get,
Yeah,
what you wanna get, you know?
That's what it is, because, if you have opportunities that come your way, like you may be working with a director now that may not have the credentials or the films behind them, but then you don't know what's going to happen later. And maybe you build a relationship, and that's what it's about. If the project, as long as the project isn't ridiculous, then you're okay.
But honestly, I've been I started shooting a movie called Scream Farm in 2007. We shot.
Okay.
The Scream Farm is a film of $50,000 only, and I end up doing movies that they are much bigger budget.
Right.
And I am moving in the direction that I do movies of millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like I have a good eye to pick up the project that they're gonna help me and not destroy my image. Because I got offers all the time to do this, to do that, to do that. And I'm like, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Because I have big intuition, extremely strong intuition, and I think that helps me to pick up the right project with the right people at the right moment. So my career is going higher, and I am so happy right now.
Well, you have to trust your gut feeling. You have to trust, your first reaction, your first thought when you see something. And that's what you've been doing, which is good, because if you don't do that, then what winds up happening, you kind of put yourself in a position that you're working on a project that you didn't want to be in, and you're never going to be happy with it. And then when something goes wrong, you're going to say to yourself, "I knew I shouldn't have did it."
Exactly.
And you don't want any of that stuff. But when looking again, I like going into the real deal as opposed to the movies and everything, because when our listeners, they like hearing the story, okay, about the person. Mm-hmm. And you have a diverse background. All right, now there's a rumor out there that you had something to do with teaching. Is this true?
Yeah, well, I finished the school with a degree of a teacher.
See,
at the age of
you have
17.
brains. You have brains, and that's it. That's what's important.
Yeah, well, I got a teacher degree, then I had a university degree in advertising, and because of both degrees, a bachelor institute that is in Argentina, is one of the top bachelor's institutes. They took me like official teacher. Okay. That was a huge experience for me, because I had students that were from my same age to much older, and it was really hard for me to earn the respect from those students. Right. I remember one time they got one of the students say, "Hey, do you know what time is coming, the teacher?" And I say, "I am the teacher." And the guys laugh on me because they didn't believe me. But I ended up being a good teacher. And now I teach people who want to move forward in the career, and they want to be able to perform as an actor in paid gigs. I teach them how to manage the career.
Okay.
Or some people who want to start in modeling or acting, I teach them, because we are right now in a time where everything is about internet, and you gotta know how to promote yourself and how to put yourself out there, because if you don't put yourself out there in the right way, you're gonna attract the wrong people, or you will not gonna attract anybody.
That's true. And I want you to hold that thought, because Deborah, we're going to take a quick break, but I want to come back to that, because I think it's important, because you have a lot of aspiring actors and models and entertainers out there, and they don't know how to promote themselves, and if they do, some promote themselves in the wrong way, and that's not good. So I want to touch on that and get your input on that. But stay with us. I want our listeners to stay with us, and we're going to be right back with you on the UCW radio show right after this quick break.
My last time on ya, yeah, sure worth more than gold. I'll do anything for ya, oh yeah, baby you're my whole world. From the first time I saw you, I knew together we'd roll. And tonight I wanna show how much I appreciate you. Ooh, you the best, you my number one. Baby girl, you're my queen. No other girl underneath the sun does what you do to me. I wanna love ya, love ya, love ya, love ya, love ya for the rest of my life. Tonight I'm gonna make you shine. I'll take you on vacation, anywhere you wanna go, without hesitation. 'Cause baby you're my girl, like pain medication. Send me out this world, and tonight I wanna show how much I appreciate you. Ooh, you the best, you my number one. Baby girl, you're my queen. No other girl underneath the sun does what you do to me. I wanna love ya, love ya, love ya, love ya, love ya for the rest of my life. Tonight I'm gonna make you shine. I'ma love you from Monday through Friday, girl. I'ma love you on the weekends, no matter where we go. From the time we make babies till the time they go to college, oh yeah. For life, I'm gonna make you shine, oh yeah, yeah. Back in the day, since I was young, I always loved you, girl. Back in the day, since I was young, I always loved you. Back in the day, since I was young, I always loved you, girl. And tonight, I'm gonna make you shine, oh yeah. The best, you my number one. Baby girl, you're my queen. Oh yeah. Other girl underneath the sun does what you do to me. I wanna love you, love you, love you, love you, love you for the rest of my life. Tonight I'm gonna make you shine, yeah. Oh, you the best, you my number one. Oh, baby girl, you're my queen. No other girl underneath the sun does what you do to me. I wanna love you, love you, love you, love you for the rest of my life. Tonight I'm gonna make you shine. Hey everybody, this is Louis Bello, and you've been listening to my new single, You the Best. You can get this at louisbello.com or on iTunes.
DDP Yoga. It ain't your mama's yoga.
Over the last 12 years, I developed this amazing program I now call DDP Yoga, specifically to strengthen and heal my own body. It's the only reason I was able to wrestle in the ring well over 15 years and 3 world championships. And now, I want to bring this amazing workout to you, and it will change the way you think about the word yoga. DDP Yoga is all about zero impact, kick-ass cardio, increased flexibility, and core strength conditioning. It's like nothing you have ever seen or done before.
DDP Yoga. It ain't your mama's yoga.
All right, welcome back to the UCW radio show, and we've been talking with Deborah Funes, and we had, she has an interesting career, an interesting journey so far, and we left off, we were talking about, kind of marketing and putting yourself out there as an actor, a model, an entertainer. And she has a lot of insight because she helps people to actually do this. Deborah, welcome back.
Hi.
So yeah, you know, with you left off. You were talking about, you know, someone in entertainment putting themselves out there. You know, give your input on that, of what your thoughts are on that, and then I want to ask you a couple of questions about it.
Okay, first of all, when a person is public, has to become a product, like a product that people want to reach or watch.
A brand.
Exactly.
Right.
Because if you don't have, as a public person, you don't have a profile, people, first of all, they ignore you. You don't have your profile with a strong definition. So they really don't know who you are, what you are, or they don't feel attraction. For example, Danny DeVito, okay, he's funny, short, fat. He represents that. He's good for comedy, for mafia role. So every actor has to have their own profile. Mm-hmm. If they don't have their own profile, they don't know how to market themselves.
Okay.
And also, some people use the social media to promote the family, to promote things that the producers and directors, they really don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I put very little things, very little personal things, and that's not really important for the filmmakers.
Mm-hmm.
What is important for the filmmakers is about your job, your career. And so I try to filter a lot of people, and especially in Facebook, and I try to have 5,000 filmmakers and actors, and I try to delete the rest because I don't use Facebook in a special to promote my privacy too much.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, but not too much.
You don't want to let people know what you had this morning to eat?
I never take a picture of my food.
No.
A lot of people take pictures of the food and put on all over the internet, and honestly, that was not going to give you a job anywhere.
I always take pictures of my food and I put it out there, but I'm not looking for a job anywhere, so I'm okay.
Exactly. But what I'm saying, for example, when people take pictures of me and I get upset, I say, no, don't take picture because I don't manage what you're going to do with the picture. If I look bad, I can appear all over social media, and I don't want to promote myself in a bad way. So I don't let people take pictures, and if I let them, then I don't like it, I can make them delete, and they get upset. So you got to manage what you're going to publish out there. You cannot put everything or whatever the other people want to put.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be very picky of what you publish and what you don't publish. Sometimes I want to promote everything I do, but then I figure out, oh, wait a minute, this is not important for the film industry. And the social media is very important to connect with the actors, filmmakers, producers. It's very, very important. People have no any idea. But I am not talking about Instagram, Twitter, where everybody can follow you, and it's not too much interaction. I am talking about Facebook, when you have the profile of the people that you have as a friend, and it's more personal interaction right there.
Mm.
The Twitter and Instagram, people put anything, and people follow you. It's more for promoting yourself for the public.
Right.
But it's not too much personal interaction.
So what you're saying, like with Twitter and Instagram and other types of social media and not Facebook and LinkedIn, that social media is more to connect with the fans, where Facebook and LinkedIn is more for your business.
Exactly.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's why in Twitter I post pictures, I put links to the songs that I hear. I put whatever I want because it's for the fans. But Facebook, you gotta be more picky because then it's more interaction, more personal interactions, and that can give you a lot of jobs as an actor, like a model, like a cinematographer, writer.
Mm-hmm.
But people ignore all those things. They have no any idea.
Well, yeah, well, this is why what we're speaking about right now, what we're talking about right now, could help someone out there, because if an actor or an entertainer is trying to promote themselves and trying to get jobs, these little tips may help them. So you're helping people, Deborah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're helping people.
Exactly.
I like that. Okay. So now, let's say you have an entertainer, and they're on Facebook, and they're looking for, or they're on LinkedIn, they're looking for jobs. I mean, how would they go about linking up with these directors and producers and things of that nature?
Well, there is a lot of groups on Facebook that is for actors and filmmakers, and for castings, for IMDb, it's all about the film industry.
Right.
If you become part of those groups, then you can post your material as an actor. And if you don't have any material as an actor, then you have to build up your material like an actor, because everybody can put a resume that they've been doing this and that, and it's all a lie.
Mm-hmm.
The people in the film industry, they don't trust easily. They want to see your material as a performer.
Right.
So you have to show demo reel. Demo reel is very important. And
Sizzle.
I have to update my demo reel right now, actually, but it's very, very important, demo reel.
So now the demo reel, it has to be made, and that way that's something that you can show to the directors or producers, or even other actors that may be working on projects that can be helpful to an entertainer, right?
Absolutely. Also, the IMDb page, I mean, if you are not in IMDb, it's like you almost don't exist in the film industry.
Mm-hmm.
So the hardest thing is to get into the film industry. That's the hardest thing. I mean, nobody gonna give you a role if you are not an actor. I mean, it's like to win a lottery when you have a speaking role in the film and you never been an actor before. Oh my God, that's a big thing. So a lot of people, to be able to get into the movies, they have to put money, they have to invest, they have to have an uncle or a brother or someone to help them.
Oh,
it's so difficult.
It's one of those things. I get it.
Yeah. Well, unless you do the audition, unless you do the audition, and the audition is amazing. But normally, to do an amazing audition, like happened to me for MTV, or you got the talent naturally, or you've been taking classes, or both.
Right.
But it's not that easy to get a role.
And talking about roles, we talked about this off air, and I just want to touch on it because what it does, it gives it paints a picture for an up and coming entertainer of what you should and shouldn't do. Now, when you had the opportunity at one point. Well, actually, you did something, but it wasn't anything extreme. But you did something with Playboy TV. Okay, so let's talk about that experience, because I think that it'll be helpful for especially the female entertainers.
Well, Playboy offered me many times to be in a contest to be a Miss Playboy 2006, and they offered me in 2005 and 2006. And also, I used to work with one of the top photographers in art nudity. That he used to have a 5-star art gallery here in Miami Beach.
Mm-hmm.
He was a photographer for all the Playmates, and he told me, if you do the contest, you're gonna win, because I know you're gonna win because your look, your body, you are absolutely perfect for this. And I said, they offered me before, I don't want to do that. My producer wants to put me there, I don't want to do that. And everybody asked me why, and like I'm saying, in my heart is cinematography. I didn't want to stereotype myself like a bunny,
right.
like a playmate, because
you don't want the ears and the little tail. You don't want the ears and the little bushy tail.
No, I love it. Trust me. I have nothing to complain about nudity if it's well done. It's fantastic, but I just didn't want to be a stereotype, encapsulated in the concept that probably it's not that gonna damage my moral or anything, because I'm not religious and conservative about nudity.
It's your image.
It is just, I know that in the film industry, a lot of producers, they take it the wrong way, and if they see you being a Playboy bunny, they're gonna say, okay, you gotta be naked in my movie. They were not gonna ask you to be with the clothes on.
Right.
Normally, they're gonna ask you gotta be naked or topless, or I want to sleep with you or something like that, because they take it the wrong way.
No, they don't do that. They don't say that they want to sleep with anyone. They don't do that in Hollywood.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Trust me. Exists producers like that they filter in that way all over the world,
Sure.
and especially in the Latin market.
And
in the Latin market, much more than the Americans.
Because they figure they can get away with it. That's why.
The girl, an entertainer, want to do a lawsuit to a filmmaker in the United States. The filmmaker could have a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
But in Latin America, the law doesn't protect women too much like in the United States. And that's one of the reasons why I moved here, because here I feel that woman has more rights than in Central America and South America.
Mm-hmm.
So I am happy. But it still could happen that the producer's taken the wrong way and ask the wrong question. You know, that could happen.
It happens, but I think that in the entertainment industry, I'm sure it happens to guys too, but I'm thinking with the women more so, that if they're not smart about what they're doing, they could become a victim of something. And it happens, and I laughed about it before because, it's true that in Hollywood you have some producers that, they do things. And it's unfortunate, but it happens. It happens.
Yeah, well, most of the invitations from producers to go out, I received from Los Angeles. They asked me to travel with them. They asked me to go dinner with them. And when I say, I'm sorry, I am in Miami, oh my God, they get so disappointed. And they say, you gotta move here. I said, no, I don't want to move here. And because being in Miami, I'm safe. I mean, if they want me in the movies, they have to send me the ticket and all things pay off and the agreement. And then we're going to meet up in Los Angeles on set.
There you go.
I am safe here in Miami.
There you go.
That's the way I feel.
And now,
exactly.
Well, let me ask you this. Now that's an important thing. So anyone that's listening, you want to kind of absorb this whole conversation because it is important. Now let's move on to what you're doing now. Okay, you're working on a couple of movie projects, and then I want to talk about with the movie projects. Are you behind the camera or are you in front of the camera?
Well, right now I am writing a movie called Touch My Heart, and it's a feature film. They're gonna be hopefully shot at the end of this year or next year. It all depends on the money, like always.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an amazing story about an actress who has breast cancer, and she decides to go for natural cure without chemo and radiation. Okay. A lot of people want to know about this movie because there is a very high percentage of cancer in the United States, and I know everything about it. So I know everything about it because I am healing myself of breast cancer naturally. So it's based in a real story.
Oh, well,
and
good for you. Good for you. See, you're a survivor.
Well, actually, cancer is just the body trying for nutrition. That's what is cancer. But people doesn't know about it, so they cut it out. They put radiation. They put chemo that is poison. So people start losing the hair, the teeth, the nails. They die later for another reason, but the principal reason is the immune system is damaged. Mm-hmm. And it was proved that if you give to the body what the body needs, your body heals of every disease. Could be arthritis, heart disease, psoriasis. All disease goes away because the body was created so perfect that it heals itself with the right nutrition. Mm-hmm. So I learned so much about health, lifestyle, and about nutrition because I had to research more than 300 hours to be able to heal myself.
Okay.
That I would love to give a seminar. Okay. I would love to put all the information out there, and I have a group on Facebook that the name is Natural Cure, and I have more than 3,000 people posting almost every hour about how to heal themselves of all type of diseases.
Well, Deborah, let me ask you something. So you were diagnosed with breast cancer, and then you made a decision to heal yourself naturally. What made you come to that decision?
Well, when I was a child, I had asthma, a chronic bronchitis and asthma, and I remember the doctor used to give me antibiotics all the time, and I was sick every year and in bed, and I couldn't breathe. And my grandmother, one time, she said to my parents, leave the kid alone because I want to be with her 1 week and try to heal her. So my parents, they went to a trip, and when they came back, I was completely healed, and the bronchitis and asthma never came back, ever. Because my grandmother, she threw to the garbage all the antibiotics, and she healed me with herbs, with teas, with peaceful energy, with a lot of natural things. And she completely healed me. So I had that in mind, and I know that God gave us everything to have a perfect body and a good health, and give us everything in this planet to have a beautiful life. Otherwise, we're gonna have a very stupid God that make us to depend on medicine. It's not true.
So,
if we are,
so Grandma went old school.
Yeah, we have to go back to old school, and we have to put in the garbage all these food that is plastic with color and some preservatives and all type of chemicals that is killing the entire planet with cancer and all type of diseases. The degeneration of our nature. We have to be in connection with nature more, and we have to be able to be positive in the way of thinking. I have to shift my life because I used to go out a lot, I used to drink a lot, and I used to become negative. And now
party girl.
I changed
Party
a lot.
girl.
It's because of salvage pervert people. Salvage, if you don't control yourself, the party here is amazing, and people want to go out every night. When you don't go out, you feel like you are wasting your life.
Yeah, then you find yourself on Sábado Gigante, and then you have all types of problems.
Yeah, because you are so happy with your friends drinking, going out, and then the next day it's the hangover, and you become negative and sick and all the poison in your body. So it was very hard to change, and I am still healing and still changing. I am not perfect yet, but going in that direction.
Well, good for you. No one's perfect, but just a point. See, I wish we would have spoke about this earlier in the show, because this is the real stuff that people need to hear. That's why I said that you're a survivor. You're a fighter. You're doing the things that you need to do to better yourself, keep yourself healthy, and also to go and reach out for your dreams and fight for them. And that's what you're doing. You're making movies.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you're making movies.
I don't consider myself a survivor. I consider myself victorious.
Well, let's call you a warrior. We'll call you a warrior. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, because survivors, normally they end up with the immune system very weak, and they die a few years later. I think in the direction I am going, I gotta have very good health in every sense.
Okay.
In every sense, because, like I'm saying, when you change your lifestyle and you change your nutrition, you change your body and your life. It's everything together.
That's what you
everything together.
So
yeah.
So now that we touched on that, what I want to do, I want to touch on your latest project, because I want the listeners to know what you're working on now, and so that they know what to look for. Your latest movie.
Well, the latest movie was shot during May. Last month in North Carolina, and the name of the movie is You Found Me. Where people from Canada, from Los Angeles, from Miami.
Did they find you?
Yeah, exactly. It was a really cool movie that was shot in a beach house and was shot in another areas of North Carolina, and was a great experience. Some well-known people were there. And we've been there for a couple of weeks, and hopefully the movie gonna come up at the end of this year. So we will wait until then.
All right, good. They'll find you, because as you found me, and they'll find you to make sure they watch that movie. Okay, so now, when do you see that the project that you were talking about with the healing, the natural healing, is that a film that you're going to be behind the camera?
Well, I am writing the movie, and also I have a very big script writer that's gonna help me to make the script really professional. This script writer is Hollywood material, but he loves the concept of my movie, and he loves the type of movies that make you laugh and make you cry. That's the reason why. That's the principal reason why I choose him to help me with the script. With the screen. His name is Scott Thompson, and he's amazing also in direction. So probably he's gonna be also the director of my film. He gonna direct, and I gonna direct to co-direct direction, and I am the producer and lead actress. I wanna be involved in this movie from A to Z because it's based in a real life. So nobody better than me to put the direction in the characters and in the locations, because it has to be very realistic.
It's your baby, so you want to make sure it's done right.
Yeah, and also I am a perfectionist, and I want this to be a good movie, and I am sure it's going to be, because everything is going in the right direction. It's slow. I wish I can go faster, but I don't want to stress myself because I'm still healing of breast cancer. I don't wanna. I don't wanna be crazy with all this. I want to enjoy the journey and take my time. So
that's the key thing.
I have good actors. I have good actors in the film already.
Well, that's.
I've been choosing some good actors.
See, enjoying the journey. To me, like, you can have your dream, you can have your destination. The journey is more important. Enjoying the ride.
Absolutely.
You have to enjoy all the moments, the good, the bad, the failures, the successes, the battle. Because when you finally do succeed, you can look back and say, "Wow, I earned this." And
yeah. When my mom, she say, "I cannot wait to see you on the biggest screen," I was like, "Who cares about why?" I mean, I couldn't understand, because what's the point to see me in the big screen? Why they are not happy right now that I am? Well, I am in the big screen, but at that moment I was not. I was doing more TV. I'm like, what's the point to be in the big screen? Or what's the point? I can if I say I cannot wait to have the mansion that I see from my balcony right now in the Star Island. Excuse me, I'm happy right now with what I got, and every step is a pleasure. I am not desperate to be a top movie star to be happy. I was not going to be happy when I get there. I am happy right now.
Well, you don't have to be on top of the mountain to enjoy the view. So, you have to just go and enjoy it as you go along. Not everyone will be, a big star, but if you enjoy the ride, you can enjoy what you do and leave a legacy behind when you're done. And that's the purpose of making movies, and doing TV, because when you're done, you leave something behind.
Well, honestly, the purpose of life is to enjoy life and be happy and learn how to be happy. I think it's not only about the purpose of doing a movie or being a filmmaker. I think life in general, to exercise everything, to listen music, to watch from your balcony, to cook. I enjoy from the smallest to the biggest things. For me, everything is enjoyable. And when something is not enjoyable, I completely delete from my life because I don't like the drama. I only cry in the movies.
Yeah, you don't need drama in real life. There's enough drama in the world as it is.
No. I only cry. I am good in crying in the movies, and I am good when I die in the movies and scream and all this stuff. I am good. But in real life, I try to be as happy as possible, enjoy every minute. Every situation, yeah.
You got to smile every day. Okay, you know what, Deborah? I mean, your background and everything you've done is pretty cool, and I do believe that you actually you were helpful with some of our listeners. I know just with your background and what you've done and the information you're given. But in the span of a show, we can only go over so much. Because if we kept talking, this would be like a 5-hour show, and you would never go you never go to eat dinner. Okay, so but
exactly.
But what I want you to do before we close out. Can you please give our listeners your social media information, your website information, so they know how to follow your career and find out what's going on with you on a day-to-day or month-to-month, and keep track of that new movie you have coming out, and and then also that movie that you have, You Found Me, because they will find you now.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're going to find you. Now they're going to know.
Sure. Well, in Facebook, you can find the fan page of my movie. If you put Touch My Heart, it's going to appear the fan page of the movie, and you can follow the updates and casting calls. And also, you can put Deborah Funes, and gonna appear my fan pages. I have one fan page, but another people create like 2 or 3 fan pages, and one of them is Deborah Funes Lovers.
Uh-oh.
Which is funny. The other page, I think, is actress Deborah Funes, and I don't know the other. And in Twitter, you can put Deborah Actress, and I'm going to appear my Twitter. The same in Instagram, you put Deborah Funes, and appear my Instagram. And if you want to learn about natural cure of whatever, you just go to Facebook and put Natural Cure with big letters, and gonna appear a group that is more than 3,000 people. Also, I have a group that has more than 3,000 people. That the name is Natural Cure of Breast Cancer. So, anyways, you can find a lot.
Yeah, I mean, look, for any listeners out there that are interested, I know you are interested in finding out more about Deborah Funes, you can go to our website, Twitter, Facebook,
sure,
Instagram, and what did you give your website information?
My website is www.deborahfunes.com.
DeborahFunes.com. Check it out, and trust me, you won't be disappointed, because she's good at what she does, and she's doing some other amazing things, and she's a fighter, she's a warrior, she's looking to make magic along the way. Deborah, I appreciate you coming on. We had an amazing show, and what I want to do, I want to bring you back on when you come up, when that other project is and going in production, or when it's done. Let's bring you back on to talk about it.
Sure. I am open for your invitation anytime, and thank you so much for having me in your show.
Well, thank you so much, Deborah. And then for our listeners, make sure to check out again DeborahFunes.com, and make sure you check out our other shows. Go to UCWMagazine.com. You can go to the UCW Radio Show, actually UCWRadio.com, and you can hear all the shows. But if you want to look at the profiles, go to our magazine site, UCWMagazine.com, and get all the profiles and find out all about our great guests, just like Deborah Funes. Thank you again, and we look forward to sharing some more stories with you during our next episodes.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
You're listening to UCW Radio. In your face.
What is your major malfunction?
So let it be written. So let it be done.
Ladies and gentlemen, my mother thanks you, my father thanks you, my sister thanks you, and I thank you.